your drawing is not finished, you're going to look in this book and you are going to follow the directions. So if you drew your eyes, then next is eyebrows, then nose, then mouth, then ears, and then you can do your accessories like your hair, your freckles, your glasses, whatever you have. So this is the picture Miss Cromer did. You might not be using the same colors because you're in a different grade level, but when you're what you're going to start with is the light color. We always want to start with the light color. The first thing we're going to do is clean our brush in the cleaning water. After we clean our brush, we're going to wipe it on Old Dirty SpongeBob, make sure it's nice and clean. If it's clean, we're going to get a drink of water. We're going to give every color a drink of water. Then, to make our light color, we're going to open that tray. Inside the tray are little ridges. What you're going to do is you're going to swirl it because these temperas need to get started. And you're going to rub that scoop on the side of the tray. Get another drink of the white. Put more on that tray. Another drink on the tray. Then, using you're going to clean your paintbrush. You always want to clean it before you change your colors. You're going to wipe it on Old Dirty SpongeBob. Make sure it's nice and clean. Get a drink of clean water. We're going to put 3 drops of clean water. Okay, you're going to put 3 drops of clean water, and then you're going to get a drop of clean water and get the color that you're using. You only need 1 drop of the color you're using. Then you're going to mix. And then you're going to have your light tone. You're going to paint a lot of the painting in that light tone. The next recipe is an easy recipe. You, of course, always start by cleaning your brush. Wipe it on Old Dirty SpongeBob, get that drink of water, and then you do it in the color. And then just water and color is those mid-tones. Anything that's that middle color. Then, to create our dark color, once again, I'm going to get a drink of clean water. I'm going to put the color on my tray. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to clean my brush. Every time I change the color, I clean my brush. I wipe it on Old Dirty SpongeBob. I get a drink of clean water, glug, glug, glug. And then the tiniest drop of black will make it very dark. If you need it to be a lighter color, you can always add water or add more blue. And then you're going to finish painting your painting. When you clean up, I want it to be the markers on top of the colored pencils, all the paint trays, the clean your brush water in the middle, pastels to one side, paintbrushes to the other, then the tint, the hue, and the shade, Old Dirty SpongeBob, and your clean water, and then our books. Now that you've done painting, some of you need to catch up. If you need to catch up, and because you have not done your light orange, your bright orange, and your shaded orange, once this paper is wet, don't use my Sharpies on it. I have 4, I have dryer stations at the back of my tables for you to go dry your papers on. In here, we have the normal kind, the fine point Sharpies. These are good for those big areas that you want to outline from each other. This one, if you look at it, it's kind of turning gray, even though I drew very slowly. If that happens to you, bring it to me. I can give you a replacement. Right? Now, for those big areas, so I want my hair to look different than the background. I'm going to use this one called a chisel tip. The chisel tip is amazing because not only can it make really thick lines, it's also really cool because you can do a tapered line pretty easily. So I went from thick to thin very easily. This is finally something you can use once your paper is dry. This one is a felt tip pen. And you can do these small details with those fine tip pens if you're a very gentle person. Very, very gentle person. This is called ultra fine point. You cannot push this one down hard because that middle piece will break and I will be very sad. Okay? If you're gentle, you barely touch it on the paper and it will draw a line, and it draws the teeny tiniest lines. So this is for those fine details. All right. Now that I've done that, at your table, there are also white oil pastels. These are going to draw on top of the paint to make highlights. So here, when I painted, I lost that highlight in my eye. So now I can go in and put that highlight in my eye. You sometimes have them right on the tippity top of your nose. You have them on the side of your nose. And then what's cool is you can also smudge these if you want to blend them. Right? But you don't have a ton of places that have that bright highlight. Sometimes that line right there. And that's just to bring up the brightest spots. If, say, you got some color in the heart and you wanted to get rid of that color because you wanted that white, you can go on top to bring out that highlight. Right?